to the Run and Gun Sports Complex in Bethesda, Maryland for the opening game of our SimWorld TV doubleheader here on this Tuesday, December 5th. Bad Boys Basketball, Run DMV, kick it off. I'm Marsh, joined in the booth for this game by Rick. Rick, welcome into a game that is the beginning of two new eras for both Bad Boys Basketball and Run DMV.
Yes, indeed. I am Rick Blaze. Don't forget to please say the baby.
Okay.
I am excited to see the game today against Bad Boys, and I'm going to say it correctly for right now, Run DMV. And I will say this, Chamberlain still freaks me out with having a god doggone whatever that is on his head.
Well, League has not said he cannot wear the bandana, so he continues to rock that for Bad Boys Basketball.
Marsh, who's going to tell him he can't wear it? It ain't me. I'm not telling him.
The league would be in charge, but this is the first game for Bad Boys Basketball post Lorenzo Phenom, who was dominant for 2 seasons as Chamberlain gets the scoring rolling for Bad Boys Basketball. It's also the first game under the new leadership here for Coach Banks and Run DMV. Let's start, Rick, with the home team. New era. No more Coach Murray as we get a 3 from Cam Jones, who joined Coach Banks from H-Town Hoopers a year ago. What are you looking for out of Run DMV?
You know, I've been very critical of them. Everyone knows that. I call them Walk DMV. After losing Nick Hugo and not being able to, and get the players that they got, I feel like the team was kind of in an identity crisis, and I feel like, in my opinion, the coach didn't do enough to improve the squad. He has a chance right now to prove me and others who feel like I do completely wrong. I can't wait to see what happens.
3-pointer for Bad Boys Basketball answers the Cam Jones triple. A Run DMV team trying to rebuild in a new image, and we'll get a great matchup of guards. Cam Jones on the one side, along with Nick Beal, as Beal gets 2 to go, as 5 points from that backcourt. On the other side, it's Samuel Balgas, it's Bo Pagnotti Jr., one of, on paper, the better guard combos in SimWorld Prep, but a duo last season that really struggled with efficiency as the 3-pointers off there for Bad Boys.
Yeah, those two guys, I really like Bo Pagnotti and good pass. Oh, good. Give me that player. I really like Bo Pagnotti and Vargas, and they have some, I guess, veteranship when it comes to SimWorld Prep, because they've kind of seen it all, done it all. This is the post-Phenom era, so I look for these two guards to really put a stamp on this team and on this game tonight.
2 points there from Trey Greer. He's got 5 early on. That follows the triple from Trey Trust for Run DMV. And this is kind of what we expected coming to this one, especially from Run DMV, a team that we expect to see shooting plenty of 3-pointers with a very talented core of shooters on this team that includes Charles Pinkert, of course, Cam Jones, Nick Beal, and Trey Trust as the Beal layup unable to fall. Here comes inside Pagnotti Jr. He's going to dump it inside, but the block from Duffin.
Duffin with the stuffing.
Good defense there in transition from Malcolm Chamberlain. He's impacted 2 shots here already for Bad Boys on their defensive end. 1 block on Duffin, and that one. Here's a triple again from Greer. That's his second. Heating up. He's got 8 here in the first quarter.
It's the Trey Greer show, baby. We just witnesses right now.
Bad Boys Basketball trying to rebuild here, retool a group that's had mixed postseason success. Triple from Duffin, trying to stretch the floor a little bit, is the 6'9" wing out of Georgia, unable to get that to fall. Inside they go, over the top of Duffin. Good defense there. Owen Pride, unable to get the bucket.
And Mark, this is going to be one of those games where the team that makes the most threes is probably going to win. We're going to really keep it really simple. The team that makes the most, give me that, son. You can't bring no Kool-Aid to no gin party.
Malcolm Chamberlain is impacting every single shot as there's 2 more from Owen Pride as we approach the midway point. 20 points already on the board. Collectively, offense is taken over. That'll be our first timeout. We'll step aside, coming back here, first quarter from Bethesda, Maryland. Run DMV trying to make up a 4-point deficit to Bad Boys. Welcome back. Bethesda, Maryland. Run DMV trails Bad Boys basketball 12-8. Owen Pride with 2 points, but the big offensive production has been Trey Greer. 8 points for Bad Boys basketball. 2 threes, Rick, as he's welcoming in. And it's a step over. Good Lord, Nick Beal. Samuel Balgus needs some new ankles.
You gotta tie them joints up a little tighter, baby.
Balgus put in the spin cycle by Nick Beal. Beal operating well on ball here. Up and in.
That was
Balgus
a get back
answer.
bucket, Marsh. That was that, hey man, my mama out here watching, and then you embarrassing me, so I gotta come back and get you one. I see you.
Still picking up the ankles from the floor. Here's a triple from Cam Jones. That won't fall. Rebound headed the opposite way here for Bad Boys basketball. And we have new activity, new faces here in Simworld Prep, and Bad Boys basketball no stranger to that. Though they do have the continuation of that backcourt. Samuel Balgus on ball now, and Bo Pagnotti Jr. Here's Balgus, pull up, double. Won't fall, rebound. Offensive board putback. Yes, sir. Owen Pride, 2 more. He's got 4 here in the first quarter.
Marsh, what do you think about, how do you feel, I know it's early in the season, how do you feel about the backcourt of Bad Boys, Balgus and Pagnotti?
You know, I think
what do you think they rank in the Simworld guard backcourt situation right now, early on in the season? Well, get that
block
out of
here from Malik Duffin as that turns that shot aside. You know, I think it's up there. I think it's a little overhyped in many instances, but I don't know that there's a better, pure backcourt as we get a 3-pointer for Cam Jones to rattle home his second. Cam Jones making good on his shooting prowess. Houston
Damn,
native came
Cam! I'm still sour. Oh, wait a minute. Stop the presses. A man catching the Alexander oops. I'm still sour a little bit. I have to be honest that Cam Jones, it's not an H-Town. I guess I have to get over it. But I'm wishing him all the success. And I hope he does get a chance to really shine this season here with Run DMV.
There's Trey Trust. He wants a 3. Can't get that one. Would have been a second. I will say, if you're looking at guard combinations, this backcourt right now of Cam Jones and Nick Beal has not disappointed. There's a triple there. That's Bo Pagnotti Jr. His first bucket of the game extends the lead to 8. Remind you that we've got 2 games on the docket today. Bad Boys basketball Run DMV kicks us off, but again at 9 o'clock, Best Coast Ballers and Reigning Trays out from Bellevue, Washington, the Rain Asylum as Best Coast with their new look team. Though plenty of drama surrounding that in the preseason. Tipping off for the first time this season. Make sure you're tuning into Simworld TV for every single game here on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't miss a minute.
Not one.
Some substitutions in across the board. Big substitutions. That gets Charles Pinkard out onto the floor for Run DMV.
You know, I really like to see. Yeah, I really like to see VJ George Jr. get started. Most of the time, you forget he's on the court, and it's hard to say because he's a really big fella, but he just disappears.
Rattling home the assist from George Jr. Charles Pinkard touching all parts of the rim before dropping through the cylinder. Good take inside on the other side. Bad Boys basketball gets 2 more. Samuel Balgus, I think we're going to get credited there for the assist.
Oh, yeah. And I'm sure he's going to be in the top 10 this year in the assist.
Right in front of us is Keith Singleton rattling home a nice finger roll. Run DMV, the offense certainly has come to play on both sides. They haven't let Bad Boys run away with this despite a good first quarter from Trey Greer. Thanks to some efficient scoring from Cam Jones and Nick Beal. Run DMV hanging in here as we're under 30 seconds to play. That jumper from Balgus, though, tough bucket over top of Singleton.
That's tough. See, that's when that, getting to your spot, knowing when to pull up. You shot that shot a million times in the gym already, so it doesn't matter if there's a hand in your face, it's still cash.
Knock, if there is one, on Samuel Balgus to his defense. We'll see here as we're 10 seconds to shoot what Keith Singleton does. He's going after Balgus. Little fader from the Outside the paint, won't go. Here's Bo Pagnotti Jr. pushing. 5 seconds. Have to pull quick. Driving in. Midi. Won't fall. That'll do it. First quarter in the books. Bad Boys basketball thanks a big night already from Trey Greer on top of Run DMV on the road. First quarter in the books. Coming back.
Look at them DMV boys trying to run a little bit.
Mom gave you a whole bag of Doritos just because your fish died? Here, boy, I won't hurt you. Bath time.
Billy, are you sharing those Doritos like I asked you to?
He's okay.
Welcome back to Bethesda, Maryland, Running Gun Sports Complex. We have gotten just that here in the first quarter. High-octane offense. Bad Boys basketball on top, 25-18. A good first quarter from Trey Greer, kind of stealing the show from the Valgus Pagnotti Jr. backcourt. He's on the wing there at 6'2". It's a smaller group as Keith Singleton's shot won't fall. But he really was the fulcrum, Rick, of that offense in the first quarter for Bad Boys.
Yeah, and you know what's really giving Bad Boys the advantage right now is what we're looking at is their size advantage. They got offensive rebounds. Run DMV's unable to get anything like that. Run DMV does not get second chance points, and Bad Boy getting some easy buckets and some second chance points, and that's the difference right now.
Pull up there, late shot clock won't fall. Good defense to kick things off for Run DMV. Survived the mismatch of Lex Greenwood on Charles Pinkard there briefly.
Yeah,
here is Pinkard trying to operate. He's going to step back for a three. That won't fall. Defensive board for Greenwood.
See,
Charles
this is when it
Pinkard,
gets
one of the better
dangerous.
scores.
I never mind a charge. That's the offensive player being really aggressive. I'm cool with that. If you get a charge from me, baby, make sure it's a MasterCard or AMX. I don't mind.
The AMX? Did you just call it an AMX?
Yeah. You don't call it an AMX?
What do you mean an AMX? I'll call it Pagnotti Jr.
American Express. Oh, do you have American Express?
I do. I'm a proud American Express card holder.
Oh, we got to get you in the rose gold package or platinum package, baby. When we get up here, it's AMX.
I am in the rose gold package. What are we talking about? AMX? I'm not calling it no AMX.
So you say?
Such, it must be a Houston thing. First free throw there for Charles Pinkard falls. His first points of the game. Pagnotti Jr. checking out here for the first time. In for the first time comes Trapper Dig. Trapper Die. Excuse me, the H at the end.
Hold on, Mars. I know you've had a long night because your Jags lost last night. You got to get it together.
Not an ideal night.
Your AAVE is not up to par right now, Mars. We got to get you together.
We'll get there. These pronunciations will come around. It's week 1. The pronunciations not in mid-season form. These players are getting into rhythm. Us behind the mic are too. Driving here's Pagnotti. Valgus won't go, but the follow for Lex Greenwood. He's impactful off the bench. The 6'11" Texas native. Here's Keith Singleton to the rack. 2 more.
So, Mark, speaking of last night, I'll ask you. You never respond to me. I guess you were having a good time. What is the go-to food for guys that don't know? Marcia was at the game, the Jags game last night. What's the go-to food at the Jags tailgate?
Well, for Florida natives and anyone in the southeast, as this late shot clock will fire one up as Greenwood unable to get it. Rebound for Rumpf. I'm going to bring a pub sub. Yes, hold on one second. Steal alert.
We got a
Greenwood in transition.
We need back up.
Gets that to go. Over the top of Keith Singleton. Size advantage for the 6'11 Greenwood. 9 inches on Keith Singleton. But I'll bring a pub sub to the tailgate. You'll get a little bit of that before you go in. So a Publix sandwich. Publix is the grocery store in Florida and much of the southeast, and they are known for what's called pub subs, which are just sub sandwiches. But they are delicious. However, really depending on where you're at, there's your typical tailgate foods. Although where I tailgate, there's one individual that at the end of the last regular season game, so it was not last night, does a seafood broil, and that is about as good as it comes. As Pinker's 2-pointer, foot on the line won't fall. But yeah, I think the tailgate really depends on who and where you're with and where you're at. As Tate here to the rack draws a timeout. 2 points from Trapper Die and a 7-point advantage.
Good.
Run DMV. We'll step aside.
Ovation. He said the name right. Make sure in the thread y'all blow it up, baby. Trapper Die.
Bad Boys basketball holding on to a 7-point advantage here over Run DMV. Trey Greer remaining the leading scorer in this one. 8 in the first quarter as he checks back in along with Owen Pride and Malcolm Chamberlain. Here's Nick Beal trying to go to work on Chamberlain. Tough attempt.
It's tough. It's tough. I told you, this Run DMV team is small. They have the best assembled roster at the local 24-hour fitness, but at Simwell Prep, they're a very small team.
Ray Trust trying a 3 over top of 3 defenders, unable to get that one in transition. Here's Chamberlain checking back in, making an impact. 2 quick points on top of Malik Duffin there. Chamberlain relishing the opportunity here with no Lorenzo Phenom to be the main scorer in the paint. 9-point advantage here for Bad Boys. This game, Rick, teetering on the edge of potential blowout in the first half.
Yep, it's on its way. In a minute, Run DMV gonna start walking it up. They're going to be walk DMV and, the size or lack thereof. Look, Chamberlain's getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants.
Foul called there on Trust. He has dominated this game inside for Coach Munch Williams and Bad Boys, but he's also impacted this game defensively with just, whether it be a block or on the last possession down, great defensive situation there as Nick Beal's layup was unable to go. There's been multiple times Malcolm Chamberlain has impacted the shot of Run DMV.
Have you seen him? He looks like he lifts weights with his face. Have you seen him? Like, he's chiseled in places you shouldn't be. You shouldn't have a defined jawline or cheekbone like that. It's scary stuff, man.
6'9", 248, one of the biggest players in SimWorld Prep. He gets both free throws to go. That's a double-digit lead, our largest of the game so far. Bad Boys basketball. The offense has continued as it did in the first quarter. Their defense, though, has awoken here to silence Run DMV's offense.
Yeah, Run DMV again. On most nights, they're going to be jump shot or not. They're going to be jump shot or die. And right now, they're hanging on by a thread. Good shot, Nick Bill.
There is a jumper there from Nick Beal. We haven't heard much of Cam Jones here in the second quarter. He had a couple threes in the first. Get things rolling. Here's Baugus, defended by Beal. Screen from Chamberlain. Trying to work on Duffy. Kicks it up top. That's a triple. That won't fall. No trap or die.
Yeah, we need a basket right here.
It's Trey Trust. Trying to operate. Cam Jones, triple. Yes, sir.
Cam.
Three triples from Cam Jones, keeping this team in. They're back to within 6. Inside low to Chamberlain, and just like that, Bad Boys answer. Every time Run DMV has tried to come back in this thing, or at least take some type of a lead or anything like that, there has been an answer from Bad Boys basketball. And a block there on Trey Trust by Trap or Die.
Turn to center.
Kicks out. Cam Jones, triple. Won't go. Out of bounds. It's going to head the opposite direction. Cam Jones, no stranger to deep threes. Unable to get that one.
You know, Marsh, I'm not no stranger to going.
Fan favorite.
I'm not no stranger to going deep myself, Marsh.
This is a family show. Samuel Baugus rising up for the two-handed slam. Unable to get that one on the defensive end as he gets the dribble handoff from leaving Nick Beal in the dust. 10-point lead just like that. 4 quick points for Bad Boys basketball. Bo Pagnotti Jr. defending Nick Beal. Can't get that to go. Rebound to his backcourt counterpart. Up to Malcolm Chamberlain, the soft finger roll, and a 12-point advantage. Bad Boys on a 6-0 run. Their largest lead of the game here at 12.
Yep, Malcolm in the middle again. Again, that size for Bad Boys is going to be an advantage all night for Run DMV. Against Run DMV.
Midi won't go.
Look, Chamberlain, he's carrying the ball. Now, see, that's too much. I got to foul you now. You're doing too much. You're not going to be getting a rebound and bringing up court with me with 2 left hands. Oh, got him.
Here's Trey Greer. Step back 3. Can he get his third? Can't even get the rim. A little too much.
I shouldn't laugh.
Greer.
That's not funny, but the move looked so good, and the shot was just so bad.
Everything but the last piece of the puzzle. Jordan Poole-esque as we're in DC.
That was
Chamberlain on the board.
It very much was. Touche.
Baugus trying to work on Duffy. Can't get it. Trey Greer. Pump pass. 10 seconds to shoot.
Clean.
Working on Cam Jones. He gives him no space to operate. Swings it. 2 seconds to shoot. Gonna have to fire this one up as Pagnotti. Unable to get it. Rebound for Beal. 10 seconds. Across the midline. Holding it for last shot. Hand up. Beal gets a screen there from Hudgens. Pull up at the buzzer. Yes, sir. 3-pointer Nick Beal. And that'll make it a 9-point edge here, Rick, as we head to the half. Great defense from Bad Boys basketball. Some timely shooting, keeping Run DMV somewhat alive.
Yeah, they're staying in it, man. Again, I guess they're hoping that their shots get hotter and then Bad Boys shots stop not falling. But again, Bad Boys had that advantage of the inside game, so they're going to punish it inside as much and as often as they can. We'll see how Run DMV can respond to that.
First quarter was dominated by Trey Greer. He had a couple threes, finished the opening frame with 8 points. And we get some highlights here. Cam Jones got things rolling for Run DMV from deep as well. Nick Beal was efficient. But as that quarter carried on, it was Bad Boys Basketball's offense. And Samuel Baugus, Trey Greer getting rolling both in transition and otherwise. Second quarter dominated by Malcolm Chamberlain. And that's our halftime report. 41-32, second half coming up next.
Ricky taught me.
Second half just about to get underway here from the Run and Gun Sports Complex. A very good defensive first half from Bad Boys Basketball. They out-rebounded Run DMV by 10 and held them to 6 of 19 shooting from two-point range. The only thing keeping Run DMV alive has been three-pointers as Trey Truss lines one up and buries it on cue to cut this thing to 6, Rick, as we get ready here in the second half.
Hey, they're gonna live by and they're gonna die by the three all season long. It is what it is. So I think they know this. The coach knows this. The players know this. So they know it's important for them to hit their threes, man. Without their threes, they don't have a shot.
The defensive, or rather the second unit for Run DMV played just about even. It was the starters for Run DMV and conversely the starters for Bad Boys Basketball that really separated that game. Plus 10 was the Bad Boys starting 5, and then minus 1 was the Bad Boys second unit as Chamberlain blocked yet another. He had a phenomenal first half, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. You said it off air, but it's tough to think of a night last season where Chamberlain was this active and impactful last year for Bad Boys.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, these players who are returning from last season, give that opportunity. They may not have gotten an opportunity last season. Chamberlain's one of those guys, but that doesn't mean that the skill set wasn't there. So now you see him coming to the forefront. So all these young players and recruits that's coming into your first year, hey, if you don't get a lot of clock this year, relax, stay working on your game, and hopefully sometime later on down the season. If not, the next season you'll be ready to show off what you can do, and that's what Chamberlain's doing this season. And one.
Chamberlain going to work on Malik Duffin, gets the two-pointer to go, and the foul to the line. Opportunity to turn this thing to a 11-point lead. The largest it ever got in the first half was 12 points for Bad Boys Basketball. Reminder to stay tuned between this game and our second for the post-up. That'll be hosted by Maestro, so make sure you're staying tuned ahead of our Reigning Trays, big part and Best Coast Ballers game at 9 p.m.
Indeed. And watch, I have to say this. I'm sure every big in the sim world is going to love when they get Run DMV on the schedule because they're going to be excited because their points per game should go up heavily every single time they play against this team because this team needs inside presence and they don't have it. So bigs should average double-doubles against Run DMV for the entire season.
Well, certainly a group with some type of experience, and Malik Duffin, VJ George, Zaire Higdon, and John Hudgens is the three rattles home for Samuel Baugus, and we now have a game-high 13-point advantage. But as you mentioned, that experience has not shown up in bunches here for Run DMV as beg your pardon, Nick Beal going to work.
That one was tough. That one was tough there, boss. Tough late.
First post moves we've seen today from Run DMV. Steal from Duffin. Up to Trey Trust. Trey Trust blocked. Turned aside by Owen Pride. And to be honest, Rick, this is a matchup that doesn't necessarily favor Run DMV, but we'll step aside real quick, come back here after this inbound. Welcome back to Maryland. Inbound here underneath for Run DMV as they trail by 11. A game where they just haven't been able to get rolling inside. Their guard play has been pretty good, but their defensive group of Duffin, George Jr., Zaire Higdon, and John Hudgens just has not looked good as Nick Beal rattles home the mid-range jumper.
You know, and I say this, Marsh, about Nick Beal coming into the season as the de facto number one for the team. A lot of people, including myself, had doubts about that. But I will say this about Nick Beal. He's playing within himself. He's not trying to do too much. He's getting yammed on, too. Wow. But outside of getting his head top, he's playing with
his defense has not looked great in the pick and roll here as Baugus has really gotten going. As inside, there's 2 points from Cam Jones. Good feed from Beal. And really, Rick, if you're looking at this Run DMV team, and granted this is not a great matchup in terms of the size that Bad Boys brings. You've got Owen Pride at 6'9". You've got Malcolm Chamberlain at 6'9". As Chamberlain's going up and in, he's got 2 more. I think he's up to 16 now. There is a lot of length and athleticism on the wing for Bad Boys basketball going up against a team in Run DMV that's not quite as long, but I think the positive you have to pull from this so far has been Beal and Cam Jones are the real deal in that backcourt.
They're solid. They played really solid tonight, and so you got to give them credit for that. But Coach Spain's going to find another way, a third score. Going to have to find a way to get them going because they're going to need a third option for that, for sure.
And some point defense in desperate need.
You can't do everything. Mark, I didn't say we was making miracles out here. I just said you got to get the third score. They're not going to be able to stop nobody defensively. Run DMV going to have to win by outscoring opponents, which means they're going to have to hit. They're going to have to make 12 to 15 threes a game. If they don't make 12 to 15, their magic number is 12 threes made. If they don't make 12 threes, I don't see them winning too many games.
Trey Trust has really struggled tonight. He
just
hit a 3
laying
early
all
on.
over them boys, man.
But
I mean, they got a left hand lays, right hand lays, reverse hand lays. They got Lay's potato chips. They got sour cream lays. They got all kind of lays going on right here.
There's Beal, 3-pointer, goes halfway down and out. 13-point lead here, late third quarter, largest lead of the game for Bad Boys. And Malcolm is going to add to it. 15 points as the three-pointers have just not really fallen here in the third quarter for Run DMV.
Yep. Malcolm Chamberlain has a career high in Sim World Prep and points tonight, and I think we're going to say that a lot tonight for Malcolm Chamberlain as he's padding his stats on every level. He's playing really good right now.
Major question marks have to be asked here from a team right now for Run DMV that just has not been impactful inside. And to add to that, you said they need a third scores. Malik Duffin can't get that to go, but he gets his own board. Goes back up. Tough defense. No foul called there on Chamberlain. But an off night from Trey Trust. He was their leading scorer from deep last season and shot more than 50% from downtown. He has not looked that way through three quarters here against Bad Boys.
Yeah, and you know the thing is, when it comes about Run DMV, they have they have scoring potential. They have Hudgens, they have VJ George. These guys have real talent, but they're just shy offensively on the court. They're like this shy girl in school, which I'm cool with, except it's prom night. I don't need you that night. I don't need you shy that day. I need you to come on. I need you to come on with your come on. And so we need Hudgens to come on with this come on.
Foul called there on. We'll step aside here before these free throws. We're back. Make sure you're always following here on SimWorld TV. It's the exclusive home of SimWorld Prep Basketball. Make sure you're liking, commenting, and subscribing. Not missing a minute of SimWorld Hoops. We've got 2 games today, of course. This being our first and Best Coast, and Reigning Trays cap things off at 9 p.m. tonight.
You know, Marshall, I was going to ask you a question. I was going to ask you. So I ask you, who do you have for the nightcap? What team you think pulling it out?
You know, it's early on, but I'll go Reigning Trays. I'm curious to see what Best Coast looks like and all the drama surrounding them with the DJ Davis minutes demands and things along those lines. It's a brand new team, very unproven. There's another bucket here for Bad Boys, leads up to 14. I just want to see them a little bit more before I start.
Who made that jumper, Marsh?
I believe that was Strand, was it not?
Okay, he needs a new barber. They got his edge up pushed all the way back, bro. That's not even high. He got that Calvin Murphy from Herman Monster joint going.
That reference goes well over my head.
You gotta look good.
We'll apologize there. This is Neo Zephyrus who should be on the receiving end of Rick's tirade and not DeJuan Strand. Going to work, or at least trying to, halfway down is Kendarius Rumpf. Getting some action, the 6'7" big man out of Virginia for Run DMV. Under a minute to play here in the third. Going to work inside, step back, pull up instead. Won't go. Tough night here from Bo Pagnotti Jr. And now, transfer 2 for 1 if they want it, is Run DMV.
Gotta take that. Oh my
Rumpf
God.
instead will step out of bounds.
Do you want me to shoot it? Do you want me to pass it? Nah, bro. I want you to step out of bounds. Let's walk it out. Let's walk it out.
2 for 1 opportunity for the other end, Bad Boys basketball. Here's Pagnotti Jr. going to work. Up and in. Gets that to go, but took a little bit too long for that. That's going to be last shot should they want it. Run DMV down 16, their largest deficit so far. Here's Singleton. Going to work on Greer. Showing off his bag. Tough pull-up. Gets it to go. As hard of a shot as Singleton has made. He's got 8, I believe, now.
You gotta push.
Now,
You gotta
good,
push. You gotta
tight
go.
defense from Pinkard. Pull-up. Pagnotti. Can't get that to go. We're headed to the 4th. Bad Boys basketball continuing to dominate on the defensive side. They're up 14 on the road against Run DMV.
And I don't see DMV walking them down no time soon.
Hey, what's up, baby? Good to see y'all. Y'all looking great. Y'all ready?
Yeah, we ready.
All right. Let's see what you got here. Oh, you got them sitting on them big boys? Ooh, yo. Bro, that's clean.
I knew you like it, man. I knew
Hey,
you like it.
I just got one problem, though.
What's that?
It's a goddamn robbery, man. Can't be riding around here with 20. You trying to be incognito.
Man, that's all I can
This
get.
ain't gonna work, bro. What we doing?
I wonder what they arguing about. Girl, I told him that shit wasn't gonna work. He don't listen to nothing.
What's that noise?
Okay.
Pop the trunk, man. I know. Pop the trunk, bro.
No,
Pop the goddamn trunk, man.
you serious right
How you gonna steal the car and then keep the dude in the car that you stole the car from?
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my friends. By the way, you have a very nice ride. I really like it. Can I just reach around you and grab the shotty really quick, really fast? Thank you. Thank you so much. And a few of these bullets. Let's go. Man, I told you to be inconspicuous. Shh. Don't go nowhere.
I'm up in the black box Chevy with the drum. I'm up in the black box Chevy with the drum. I'm up in the black box Chevy with the drum. I got what you need, that pour up a bump bump. My girlfriend name is Karma, and you know she gon' come. Now you crisscross, motherfucker jump.
I'm in that dasher with a vixen. You don't wanna see us blitzing. Underhanded pitching, hit him straight up in his mitten. Hope the Lord forgive him, man. His grandma been praying, been a bad boy since the Pistons. Wipe his nose, ain't no call. Tell his partners come get him. Stuffing yachters with the pigeons. When we talking outside lingo, ain't no talking over digits. Currents over karma, ain't no motherfucking sentence. Tell him black sent you, sir, your people not your feeling. Oh, man, this smoke was alright. Man, her ass was alright. Don't ask me if I'm alright. Pray this shit gon' go right. All my people alright. All my people alright. All my people alright. All my people alright. Man, this smoke was alright. Man, her ass was alright. Don't ask me if I'm alright. Pray this shit gon' go right. All my people alright. All my people alright. All my people alright. All my people alright.
We're here in Maryland, fourth quarter, just about to get rolling. Big lead for Bad Boys basketball thanks to a big night from Malcolm Chamberlain in just 17 minutes. Chamberlain has 19 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and block, although he certainly impacted the game on the defensive end, much larger than that, and a 14-point advantage for Bad Boys basketball, Rick.
Yeah, I think you have to refer to him tonight as the Honorable Malcolm Chamberlain, because he's putting in work and he's earned that title tonight. And Run DMV has to shoot lights out from 3 to even have a chance. Give me that, sir.
Inside they go. Foul called on Greenwood. That'll send Rumpf to the line. As new coach Jaden Banks, you see there, trying to put together the pieces here in opening night for Run DMV. A new era. We are post-coach Myron Murray, who was the head coach for the last 2 seasons for Run DMV. Led that group, originally highlighted by Cooper Kingy Cross, last season highlighted by Nick Hugo. Seeking to find another star. Cam Jones has been good so far, though surprisingly Charles Pinkert shot 47% from the line, or from deep rather, last season. We haven't seen or heard too much of him. Coming off the bench here for Coach Banks.
Yeah, that's weird. Pinkert is a bona fide shooter. Run DMV has to shoot the ball to be successful. I don't know why Pinkert's not getting more clock. I don't know if there's something going on with him and the coach. You know, sometimes players can get in the doghouse. I'm not sure, but I know if you're talking about shooting on your team, then Pinkert's one of those guys.
Well, they've got plenty of guards, and that's exactly what Pinkert plays. So you're battling for minutes behind Nick Beal, Cam Jones, and Trey Trust. Those 3 started at the guard/wing position this afternoon here. And 2 points inside Keith Singleton. Add him to that list of talented guards who are all 6'3" and under. This team, Run DMV, does not have guys who are listed anywhere between 6'4" and 6'7". So you're either 6'7" and above, or you're 6'3" and below.
Yeah, that, you know, of course, Coach Banks obviously has some sort of prejudice about people in those height categories. I don't know what it is. Maybe we can ask him after the game. What do you have against individuals in the height category that you refuse to have those guys on your team?
B.J. George Jr. unable to get that one rolling. And in theory, you could play this group as pretty large, as Singleton, good defense there on the drive.
At the 24. Marsh, at the 24.
Well, I'm saying if you were to play Malik Duffin with, as the layup won't go, with V.J. George, these guys are both listed as wings, and John Hudgens. All 3 of them are athletic enough to play the wing position, but of course that would make you a team that doesn't shoot well. Good defense from Charles Pinkert.
Yeah, at this point, I will let's just go 4-guard system and put my version of a big out there. You're not out rebounding this team anyway, right? Offensively or defensively. So we're not worried about the rebounds. We need to score buckets. We're not really stopping them. They're shooting 60% from the field. So we might as well try to match firepower with firepower. Let me put 4 quick guys on the court and make the 4 position have to run around and stop somebody. Why not?
Well, Keith Singleton certainly could not stop Lex Greenwood then. Again, that's the second time Lex Greenwood has gone after Singleton with his 9-inch height advantage. Going inside, trying to get 2. And 1, by the grace of God, falls off. That was V.J. George. And as much as you can look at the size of the roster, Rick, as George is going to be called for the foul, that'll send Victor Noggle to the line. I don't know that it's so much the size that we've seen be the discrepancy, but rather the talent level from those bigger players.
Well, Marsh, you said it, not me. Look. Yeah, I'll leave it at that.
They certainly haven't matched up. I don't think that's a hot take with Malcolm Chamberlain's 19-8 checking back in here.
Right. But you know, I was calling them Walk DMV for a reason. And so, but the good news is, Coach Banks and his team has nowhere to go but up from here. See what happened. You know what happened. Try some lineups out. So again, Coach Banks is still making the race to 1. There are some teams that this team is going to match up better with. If I'm Coach Banks, I need to figure out how to get the best out of my squad, regardless of who I'm playing, because he doesn't have too much wiggle room to change lineups a lot of different ways. So find the lineup that works and just roll with that, baby.
Well,
but this
I think
lineup
you
here
can
might
also
not be
take
the one.
Nick Beal tries that chaotic 3, which won't fall, but you can take this as a positive for Run DMV or potentially a negative for Bad Boys basketball. But the second unit, when Malcolm Chamberlain has not been on the floor, or really any of the starters for Bad Boys, and when all of the bench units were out there for Run DMV, as Pagnotti Jr. gets it to go, has been good for Run DMV. They've drawn even with groups that were highlighted by Keith Singleton and Charles Pinkford. Of course, that does mean Malcolm Chamberlain, Bo Pagnotti Jr., Nick Beal, put him on his tail.
Yeah,
The
that's Nick
step
Beal.
over.
Yeah. Nick Beal, he's showing up for the 99 and the 2000 in this game, and he's gonna be Jordan Poole for this team this year. For better or for worse, he's their Jordan Poole this year. Nick Beal.
Inside goes Pagnotti, but to finish the thought, the Run DMV bench has played well. If that is a indication of their talent level or the lack thereof or Bad Boys basketball, something to watch as these two teams run through the season. Though we're not quite out of the woods yet. Two more buckets. 12-point game here. 3 minutes to play. A couple more buckets from Bad Boys, and that puts it away. Samuel Balgas trying to do it. Can't get that to go. Rebound for Beal. Chance to get within single digits. Beal trying to work on Balgas. Trey Truss trying to get some off-ball screens, unable to come free. 7 seconds to shoot.
He needed a shot. He needed a shot. They need this 3. They gotta get motion on the off.
Unable to get it.
I need Nick Beal to get more motion on the off ball. I need everybody need to be more. They need to run a motion offense. You gotta get open. Use your size and your quickness advantage against this team, so you get open 3.
Malik Duffin trying another 3.
Yeah, it's frustration now, right? You gotta be composed.
Well, the defense has arrived for Run DMV. Samuel Balgas has missed 3 straight shots. The challenge here is suddenly this offense isn't getting anywhere. Cam Jones, though, gets the midi. 10-point game, 2-14. Need to be perfect from here on out, Rick.
Yeah, Nick Beal doing his thing. That's a good timeout. For Bad Boys, they trying to figure something out because they don't want to give up this double-digit lead. If you're DMV, I don't know, Marsh. I think I'm changing the lineup up a little bit. I'm going smaller and try to get some shots up.
We'll step aside. 2:07 to play here in the fourth quarter. Bad Boys trying to put them away. DMV trying to claw their way back.
I wanna oversleep in your shirt 'cause it's ours. Brush my teeth while you're taking a shower. If there's one thing I know, there is power in ordinary love, ordinary love. Don't you ever say you are not enough, baby, you're enough. So don't you be afraid and take a leap of faith. It doesn't have to be holy, holy. I'm not asking for a God, just as long as you show me some ordinary love. So kiss me in the night, tell me that you're mine. Don't need much to believe, doesn't have to be holy, holy. When it's ordinary love, ordinary love, ordinary love. Yeah, wanna fix, wanna heal where it's hurting. Gonna put out the fire.
We're back here. Run DMV, Bad Boys basketball. Rick, your player of the game here as we hit the 2-minute mark.
The honorable Malcolm Chamberlain, easy.
Nowhere to go there. 2 points again, and that could just about do it. Under 2 to play, 12-point game, and I agree with you there on the Malcolm Chamberlain call out. He's our SimWorld TV player of the game.
Morris, the Honorable Malcolm Chamberlain.
The Honorable Malcolm Chamberlain, according to Rick Blaze.
Some
But
respect on
Cam
his name.
Jones can't get that to go. And here comes Sir Honorable for 2 more. And that is going to do it. It'll be a massive win for Bad Boys basketball. Their defense came to play. Their offense was timely thanks to Sir Malcolm. 3-pointer from Cam Jones. They might call that a 2. They will. Foot was on the line. And with a minute and a half, that'll take care of our first one. A statement here, though, from Bad Boys basketball on both ends of the floor in a game in which, yes, Run DMV hung around. Yes, you might see this, and whatever the final score may be, unless it gets really out of hand, you may say, hey, they had a chance in this one. But truthfully, at no point did they appear to have an answer that would keep them in this, as Cam Jones' deep 2 goes off the front rim. The offense was out of whack at many points in time. The starting 5 for Bad Boys basketball dominated thanks to Malcolm Chamberlain.
And I think this game puts Malcolm Chamberlain in the conversation for Player of the Week so far.
An early week favorite, I have to agree with that. Tough to argue with what he's been able to do. As Bad Boys will be up
I think
next.
we saw 2 today. I think we saw 2 Player of the Weekend. I think you got to put Cole in there from earlier too. So we got 2 Player of the Weekend that's already played.
Indeed. Bad Boys basketball will be up next tomorrow against Beasts of the East as the defending champions try to right the ship after an embarrassing opening night loss. Meanwhile, Run DMV returns to the floor on December 7th as they travel to Liberty Grounds and face Philadelphia Elite. They'll try to slow down Nas Hall, who erupted in Philadelphia's opening night win just a couple days ago. That was a 20-plus point night. They beat Gotham 5, 86-58. That'll do it for us here in Bethesda, but stay tuned for the post-up from my partner Rick, our production team. Thank you for tuning in. Post-up is coming up next.
Hi, Mom.
Simworld, 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 Simworld.
It's a place where average Joe can work on his craft and grow. Say you the new magic, yo. Well, why you ain't passing, though? Better get you a basket, bro. Cause this ain't no Madden, no. This is real ball life from prep to pro. Come on, Park, this ain't no fashion show. It's the opportunity for you to be the one to shoot the 3 in the clip. Game on the line. They like, who is he? Must be the 2-3 or 2-4. The 1 twice. Coach saying do more. Scouts like that boy nice. So drive up the price. Push up the stock. Build up your name. Stir up the pot. Piss off the eye. As a player or a coach, here it is, dog. Simworld. This is your shot.
Yo, yells.
Simworld.
You know your boy gotta get some of this, right?
Simworld.
Rick Blaze.
Simworld.
Ladies love. Let's go.
I be on some ballers. Trying to get my hands on a scholarship. Pretty young thing already knew my name. Said she wanna try out on a scholarship. Hold up, let me PG it. Porn go past, but you know I'm gon' do it. Podcast fast, big Bob on the snacks, and you know I'm in my bag when March can't beat it. Baby, I be drippin' with my foes tipping. Shot out to the ballers, no bull like I'm pippin'. Rick Blaze hit him with the freestyle. Sim World Hoops, man, them boys wild.
Simworld, 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 Simworld.
And then when their lead expanded, they turned into a highlight machine, except for the problem was there was no film in the camera. so bad about everything, and I didn't know what was going on. And all I know is my boy Blaze was there with his arm around my shoulder, telling me, "Bruh, you know Paris Hilton is no good for you." Oh, hey, ho! Welcome to the post up.
Hey.
It's Maestro John with my boy, the one and only. He's my superhero. I call him the Big Blaze. How you feeling tonight, fam?
Hey, I'm feeling good, Maestro. It's good to see you again and have you again and be with you again, brother. I'm just happy to be here.
You know what I'm saying? And that was a great call by you and Marsh tonight, man. I love when you guys do your thing. I'm glad you was able to kind of hop into the side studio with me here so we can kind of talk about what you saw tonight. Now you
For
called
sure.
a lot of stuff tonight. And I'll tell you something about them bad boys running. Bad running, like they say in the movie, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey,
Give us
bad
give us
boys,
yeah. You know what to do.
bad
Give
boys,
us
bad boys. You make me feel so good. They took over for the 99 and the 2000 tonight. Um, they beat. They just out physicality. I'm making these words up. They just out physicality their team. They beat them on the boards. They beat them on the inside game. They beat them on the blocks. Anything physical that can't be done, Run DMV got walked down on all those categories tonight. And we knew the formula for Run DMV had to be they had to make shots. So Coach Banks had to go back to the drawing board and figure out how to get the most out of the squad. Or it's gonna be a long, long, long season for them boys walking.
I so feel you. Now let's take another side for a minute because you just brought it up. So we got a team here. We know that we know they're rarely gonna ever have the size advantage. As a matter of fact, I don't think they're ever gonna have the size advantage anywhere, right? Except
No,
for maybe,
no.
except when they go to like, Hillsborough little third grade league. They'd probably
Mm-hmm.
be okay then, but those kids are tough, because they keep chains in their shoes. But the idea here is if you got a team like that and you call it with the shots, do you think they took too many threes and trying to live and die on the three?
I think that's the way this team is constructed. I think that's the formula. You're not going inside on this team, you're too small. You're not going inside on most teams because you're too small. But their team is constructed to spread the court out, spacing. It's spacing. It should be a lot of quick passes. Run the floor, spacing, quick pass, three. Like they should be running like a D'Antoni 12 seconds or less offense right now.
That's
That's
a
what
good
they
pull.
thank
That's
me
a
later,
good
Coach
pull.
Banks. They should
Yeah,
be running a
that's a
12
good
seconds or
pull.
less offense right now. What do you set them half court for? You're not gonna pass it down low to nobody in the half court. We need to be
That's a
running.
great
Go
pull.
small. Since you gotta go small, just go all the way small and make the other teams adjust to that.
And I'm gonna throw something else in there because I like when the wrench gets in the monkey. Here you go. My problem is, and I'm saying problem because I normally don't like to come like that.
Mm-hmm.
Bad boys, so many assists. And yes, alley oops, yes, oopie alleys, all that other good stuff. But when you see that many assists, that means there's no what on ball leverage. And if you're gonna be
Yeah.
small, if nothing else, you need to make them have itchy draws because you're so close on the ball that they're afraid to move it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. By the way, about being afraid to move about itchy draws.
There you go. Hey, my drawers is dirty. So that's where we get it. And by the way, for everybody there checking out, everybody, you got to get up on some love with the Marsh Pod and Blazing Takes. Check our boys out because they get y'all fired up and y'all have to come out there swinging. So, just go and get your thing, get your thing, get your thing, get your thing. But speaking of your thing, I'm going to talk about something real quick. We had a
I
game
bet you
earlier.
are.
We had a game earlier tonight. And
Uh-huh.
something about our conversations preseason, I think, led up to this. World Africa
Yeah.
busting up a 73-55 joint over
Yeah.
Oceania.
Mm.
What is up with that?
Hey man, I called it early on today's show. I like this Africa squad. I said it when with Siege when we had the Blazing Takes. I was saying
Mm-hmm.
Africa out of all the teams, they were one of the few teams that only went after pieces that were missing, right? And so they
Yep.
went and got it hasn't really paid in spades yet. But I tell you what, the coach, shout out to Coach Davis, who's come in and implanted his philosophy on the team early on, and they bought into it since day one. We've seen the Ethan Letterman interview after the game. The whole team looks like they've already bought into this situation. So when you got a coach and you got players who's listening to what the coach is saying, the coach is telling them good things, and Africa's a physical team.
Yes.
You're not going to be more physical than them. So if you're not ready, you don't have your shoulder pads, your knee pads, your elbow pads, and your helmet on ready for a battle, you're going to get beat to a bloody pulp with this Africa squad.
You forgot the mouth guard because Africa came in there tonight. They busted up 40 rebounds. Now Oceania got 30 rebounds. That's not too shabby a night. But you're talking about a team with 40 rebounds, and they had, of course, I got to give a shout out to Gordon Kasu. Jordan Kasu, he gave me a dirty stat line tonight. My boy got dirty going on.
He played really good.
I love it. Yes, he did, and solid all the way through. But Ola Abdul Rauf, 33 points in 28 minutes. He was going through the drive-through. He was basically Tokyo drifting through the drive-through at Taco Bell. Just going to throw it in here. I got it. I'm going.
I got it. No. And look, and he hit 2 threes. Now I'm gonna say this: Cole is not known for a shooter. If he came back and put in his bag a shot,
yep,
it's gonna be trouble. It's gonna be lights out because he's already bigger than most guards. If he's developed a shot, then any some decent form of a shot, it's gonna be trouble for everybody in Sim World.
And it was smart. Took 3 threes and made 2. What does that tell you on the outside? He was being very selective about that moment, picking that moment when that happened, and that's what you want to see at any given moment. How smart is my guard going to be? And oh, by the way, when you talk about a cat that comes in there and does that, not only does he put up 33, his point differential was only 6. Why? Because he was obviously getting other people involved. It was obviously getting other people involved. Even though he had 3 assists, what does that tell you? There was some great passing going on there because it was balanced scoring all the way down the top.
Yeah. He had some good hockey assists. It was just a good overall game. I think the coach had a good game plan. I can tell he came in ready and prepared. I think that's key to Africa's success. Not only does the talent is there on all these teams, but when you have a coach that's prepared and not only prepared about what his team does best, but he's prepared about how he's going to attack the opposite team, you can make a lot of deficiencies go away with good coaching. Good coaching is essential.
100%, 100%. Eventually, I'm going to get my dirty coaching stat line down so I can go on and make that announcement so we can have some fun. I can't stand you, Coach Skinny. Get out of my life. So here we go. Here we go there.
Shout out to Coach Dries. I'm looking at the threads and everything. I'm looking at the YouTube channels and everything. He's giving consultation classes to the coach for 5,000 EMs. Get your EMs up. Coach Dries will consult you. Coach, he'll have a one-on-one sit. I don't know for how long that is. I don't know how much he charges per. I don't know if this is an hour or a day. But Coach Dries said he got your back, coaches, if you need some help.
I'm gonna tell you, just like Veronica told me, it ain't how long, it's how good. So here we go. The idea here is now here we go. I gotta take you outside there, Blazer. Here we go, family. If you went to a party and they got all kinds of food happening on the grill, but they slack on one thing, what condiment would you want if they only gonna have one condiment at the grill party? Because they messed up.
If it's on the grill, the condiments you have to have one condiment I have to have to cover up the mistake on the grill.
Mm-hmm.
Give me some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce.
Ooh,
give me a little Sweet Baby Ray's.
Sweet Baby Ray's.
If Sweet Baby Ray's can't bring it back to life, it's dead. It ain't got no pulse.
Let me tell you something right now. Let me tell you. Look, SimWorld Prep, come in real quick. If you don't know about Sweet Baby Ray's, somebody didn't raise you right. That's all I'm gonna say. It ain't personal, but it's personal. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know about Sweet Baby Ray's, because boy, you get your sweet, you get your tangy, you get your salty, you get your But man, don't even make me start because I'm gonna start yelling and screaming
Finger,
stuff that's
finger
inappropriate. Let
licking
me
good.
say,
Lick your fingers.
you know, what I'm saying,
So
oh,
they ready to make you lick your fingers.
lick your whole hand, like get in between your fingers, like it ain't gonna be no tomorrow. So here we go. We got one more game coming up here. We're gonna have a good call with Elava, the voice.
The boys.
I got you covered, big boss. We got Elava, the voice, and we got Siege, Mister. You know his number, Best Coast, and
Uh-huh.
Trays.
Uh-huh.
Tell me what you're feeling. Tell me how you're feeling, and tell me why you're feeling it.
Well, let me ask you a question. Does Jafet Town still play for the Trays?
Ooh, I think I know where somebody's going.
Well, if he's as long as he's still there, Papa, I'm gonna go with Jafet Towns for the win. I said this earlier. I like the team that Best Coast has put together. I think Coach Dominguez is going to do a fantastic job this season. I just think they're going to need a little bit of time to gel. Right? I think later on in the season they're going to be really good. But you know what? I could be wrong. The reality of it is, since no one has really any real scouting on this Best Coast team, this will be the time to come sneak up a win. If I was a betting person, I'm betting money and I'm trying to win the most I can get, I'll probably take the bet on Best Coast because they are severe underdogs, I'm sure. But this will be the time to punch somebody in the mouth while they're not watching. When they have no idea what you're going to play, so they can't really game plan for you. So they got to make adjustments in real time. If the coach is slacking on that, Best Coast can still win. I don't think it's likely, but it's possible.
Now, for everybody, I'm going to bring everybody inside the booth with us right here. The Blazer never knows what I'm going to throw at him
I
because
don't.
he got it like that. He got it like that. And I know I can do that because I just feel sick. He's just like that parachute. I know that's going to open up no matter what I do. So I'm gonna say this to you. I'm going like they say, you know, where I come from. I'm going to ask you this question.
Okay.
What do you think is Best Coast Ballers' one advantage, without any sort of equivocation, without any sort of explanation? What is their one advantage they have tonight?
Athleticism. They have the
Mm,
athleticism, team athleticism
mm,
over Rain
mm.
Trays. As great as Jafet Towns is, he's not. It's his strong suit is not athleticism. So you can still get around him. You can still make buckets on him. As big as Jason Crosser is, he's not really athletic. So the athleticism is the advantage. It's one clear advantage that I think Best Coast has over Rainy Trays. If I'm Best Coast, I'm gonna try to run him out the gym today.
Got you. And you know what? When you got a bunch of cats that are in that height range, I'm just gonna say it because you know my favorite. I like those cats in that 6'7", 6'8", 6'9" range. Guys who I know can move, but still play the big role and be annoying. When you got a bunch of guys like that, I want to put football helmets on them and let's go get some. You know what I'm saying? And you're right
Yes,
on with
sir.
that. So
Yes,
the reason
sir.
I want to bump you out there, reason I want to bump you out there early, Blazer, because here I need to I need to ask you something else. I didn't ask you twice tonight. So
Let's
you
go.
go put some salve on it. You're gonna be all right. In this early part of the season, okay? I mean, it's early. It's week. It's week a half. What have you
It's early.
seen that has made what have you seen so far that has made you go, "Whoa, okay"? And what did you see so far that made you win? I knew that was gonna happen.
I knew that was going to happen. The originators game. I knew
Mm-hmm.
it was going to happen for a myriad of
Mm-hmm.
reasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I just
Mm-hmm.
knew originals was going to win. I knew they was going to win by double digits. I just knew that. Something that was like a whoa. Probably a lot of these new recruits haven't played a single minute of basketball. Talking cash, money. I
Mm-hmm.
think that was
Mm-hmm.
like a eye opening, but it's more gonna be more eye opening for them than it is gonna be for me, right? Because what happens is, just like a merry-go-round, it's like musical chairs, and at some point that song is gonna stop on you,
Yeah.
and you're not gonna have a seat. So we're gonna see
Yeah.
what happens when that song stops, the seat is pulled from you, you fall on the floor. Let's see how you get up.
I tell you something straight up there. You actually stole. You do what you always do. You steal the lint out my pocket because I was going to talk about the originators looking so strong. But I'm telling you something right now. I am really, really digging where the game is going with a guy like Trey Hyman, who's showing that not only can he bring out a dirty, no, they didn't get the win, but man, if you can tell me that the game is not going to bring you a win every night, you smoking that good stuff. Here we go. Thank you guys for hanging out with us to post up. I got my boy Blake. Shout out to our production crew, Yells the Bells, keeping us right. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to check us out. Don't forget to let us know what you like, what you don't like, and then we're going to tell you why we don't care, and we're going to do it anyway. But you know what's up. Check out the next game coming up with our boy Elava, The Voice, and Siege. And remember, SimWorld Prep, you got to see the game, be the game.
And be the game.
There you go, baby.
This has been a presentation of SimWorld Sports.